Why can't you focus even when you know exactly what you should be doing? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain is addicted and it's costing you millions. What if I told you there is a science-backed cheat code top entrepreneurs use to reclaim their focus and build real wealth, and almost nobody talks about? Hey, my name is Ernest. I've built, lost and rebuilt businesses, and the only real edge I found is mastering my own mind. Today I'll break down why your dopamine baseline is sabotaging your success and step-by-step process to reallocate your dopamine, and how to finally make work feel rewarding again. No willpower required. Ever wondered why reading, working or learning feels boring? Even though you know it's the key to success. Your brain runs on dopamine, the chemical that makes things feel rewarding. If your days are packed with high stimulating activities like junk food, porn, video games and endless scrolling, your brain gets used to a constant dopamine flow. Suddenly, productive work feels dull by comparison. When I was starting out, I'd crush a whole bag of chips, binge YouTube, and then wonder why I couldn't focus on my business. Turns out, I trained my brain to crave only the highest stimulant. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. You might think you just lack discipline, but the truth, your brain has been hijacked. Are you really as disciplined as you think, or just running from one dopamine hit to the next? A 2023 Stanford study found that high dopamine habits lower motivation for low stimulation, high value tasks. Imagine your brain like a speaker. If you're always blasting music at max volume, you can't enjoy the quiet moments. Here's the kicker. Most people try to fix this by going monk mode, quitting everything like a cold turkey, but that almost never works. Why do most people relapse even after a week of clean living? When you suddenly drop your dopamine intake, your brain goes into withdrawal, anxiety, boredom, irritability. That's why New Year's resolution fail. The solution, gradual reallocation. Remove one high dopamine habit at a time. Let your brain adjust, then tackle the next. I tried quitting junk food, video games and social media all at once, lasted 3 days. But when I dropped video games first, swapped them for daily cold showers and waited a month before tackling the next habit, I finally was able to break the cycle. Small hinges swing big doors. Most think you need to go all in, all at once, but the data shows slow, steady change is what sticks. So what's one habit you could drop this month without overwhelming yourself? Behavioral psychologists at MIT found that gradual habit change leads to 3 times higher success rate than cold turkey attempts. Think of your dopamine baseline like a thermostat, yes? If you drop the temperature too fast, the system will freak out. Adjust it slowly and you will adapt. Most people never realize they are addicted to stimulation, but you can't fix what you don't see. The dopamine reallocation blueprint, ready to rewire your brain for focus, wealth and freedom. What you need to do is audit your habits. List your daily high dopamine activity. Pick one to remove. Start with the biggest time waster. Replace it. Add a healthier, still stimulating habit, like for example cold showers or exercise, deep work sprints, something like this. Then adjust and repeat. Wait a month, then cut the next habit. When you get to that point, track your baseline. Notice when work starts to feel more rewarding. I replaced my nightly gaming sessions with evening walks and podcasts. Within weeks, I craved the learning and building again. Work became my new high. Discipline isn't about suffering, it's about making the right things feel good. You don't have to quit everything at once, you just have to tip the balance. What's your biggest dopamine drain right now? Neuroscience shows that replacing, not just removing habits, rewires reward circuits for lasting change. Think of this like swapping junk food for gourmet meals as an example, yes? You're not depriving yourself, you're just upgrading your own taste. The most successful people I know treat their brains like elite athletes treat their bodies. Constant optimization. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I still slip, but every time I choose a better habit, I get a little bit closer to the life I want. So imagine work feeling as good as your favorite game or snack. What will you build? As your dopamine baseline drops, focus returns. Work, learning, and building business becomes genuinely satisfying. Old habits lose their grip. Even high stimulation events start to feel overwhelming, not tempting. Now, when I walk into a party, I'm overstimulated in minutes, I crave deep work, not distraction. That's freedom. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Most think you'll always crave your old habits, but once your baseline resets, you won't even want them. So picture your life if focus was effortless. What could you achieve? A Harvard study found that people who successfully reallocate dopamine report 2 times higher productivity and life satisfaction. It's like turning down background noise. Suddenly you can hear the music of your own ambition. And don't get me wrong, you're not alone. Everyone struggles with this. But you can win one habit at a time. Your brain's dopamine baseline is the real bottleneck. Gradually reallocate your habits and you'll unlock focus, fulfillment, and financial freedom. Master this and you'll finally make work your new high, and wealth will follow. If you're ready to reclaim your focus, comment "I'm in" and share the first habit you will swap this month. Now, freedom isn't found in more stimulation, it's found in mastering what you crave. So keep that in mind, and I see you in the next one.